We asked viewers to nominate someone in their life who was making a difference in the community for our Holiday Heroes campaign.
Yeah, we received hundreds of entries, and today we are happy to announce the grand finalist. It is Michael Mathis from Everett, who was nominated by his friend Jeremy Salisbury. Michael suffered severe burns as a child, and since then he started and even ran the Burn Children's Recovery Foundation. This is an organization that has provided emotional support and financial aid to burn children and their families since 1989.
And earlier this week, Michael was surprised by his friends and family in studio and got a special visit from Seahawks tight end Luke Wilson, who surprised Michael with a trip to Dallas this Sunday to watch the Seahawks. Now, unfortunately, a few days after the big surprise, Michael and his family had some last-minute commitments come up, and they figured out they would not be able to make that trip to Dallas.
So luckily, we had a first runner-up because we get so many great messages from you guys who is equally deserving and able to go on that trip. Jamie Tompkins has his amazing story.
And I thought, you know what? I'm going to nominate him. He deserves it. And it asked in there, why are you nominating this person? And I just let my heart roll.
Michele Spivey says it wasn't hard to come up with the reasons why she considers her husband, James, a hero.
She's like, what are you doing on Christmas Eve? And I said the same thing I'm always doing on Christmas Eve, wrapping presents. And she's like, well, you're going to have to figure out a different time to wrap them because we're going to Dallas. And I was just like, what?
Winning tickets to see the Seattle Seahawks certainly puts a smile on James's face. But it's where he's already been and how he got here today that inspired his wife to make this heartfelt nomination.
I know what he's been through. I know what all the veterans that come home, what they're going through. And to know that somebody cares that much to reach out to them and to give them, you know, even if it's a phone call, a cup of coffee, to just someone to be real with and understand them, that makes me so proud of him.
James is president of the National Alliance to End Veteran Suicide, helping countless veterans contemplating taking their own lives or even facing homelessness. It's a full-time volunteer position, which his wife Michele notes he does on top of caring for their children and running the household.
8 bags of socks, t-shirts, and underwear for the VA hospital at American Lake.
Fundraisers like this one in Tacoma, just one example of James's work.
We have all the clothes and blankets and pillows and shoes that have been donated since 10 o'clock this morning.
When veterans come home, they need a purpose. They need a reason. They're over there for 6 months, years, whatever, and they're told what to do, when to do, why to do it. And when they come home, they don't have that anymore.
James says he knows what these veterans are facing because he has been there himself. He says he got out of the military in '93, moved here to Washington, and somewhere along the way, he got addicted to pain medication for his back and his knee.
Well, first thing, I want anybody that I help understand that I was there. In '95, I went into inpatient care at the Seattle VA, came out 90 days later, clean and sober, and I've been that way for 22 years now.
James says he too had contemplated suicide, but a friend and fellow veteran insisted he get help.
And some people just need the encouragement to know that there's a reason for you to wake up every morning.
And that is what inspires James every single day, keeping his fellow veterans focused on living life to the fullest. It's his way of paying it forward.
We have many programs that are connected to us that do give out jobs, help them do their resume, get them off the street, transitional housing.
Michele says nominating James as a holiday hero is her way of paying it forward too. All the things he does for others, all the things he does for their family.
I do it because I love my family, for one. I have a wife that understands what I am and who I can be. I'm a great stay-at-home dad, I know that, but I want to get to the point where I'm the greatest guy that's helping the veterans too.
And that was Jamie Tompkins reporting there. James, his wife, and 2 kids leave tomorrow for that trip for Dallas.
And since, of course, he couldn't make the trip to Dallas, Q13 made a donation to Michael Mathis's foundation and has given him tickets to attend the Seahawks regular season finale coming up next Sunday. So it sounds like everyone wins.
Yeah, win-win.